Have you ever stopped to think about the hardest working organ inside your body? Not your heart, not your brain. I'm talking about your liver right now. As you're watching this video, your liver is already hard at work, filtering your blood, processing nutrients from the foods you've eaten, helping your body store energy, breaking down medications, supporting digestion, and performing hundreds of other jobs without asking for a single thank you. The amazing part? It does all of this quietly. You rarely notice your liver until something starts going wrong, and after the age of 60, taking care of it becomes even more important because your liver never really gets a day off. That's why many people spend hundreds of dollars on products claiming to cleanse or detox the liver. But here's something worth knowing. Your liver already has its own natural detoxification system. It doesn't need a miracle cleanse. It doesn't need expensive powders. And it certainly doesn't need unrealistic promises. What it does need is your support. And one of the best places to start is with the foods you eat every day. Now, let's be clear from the beginning. No single food can repair a damaged liver. No food can cure liver disease. And no meal can replace medical treatment when it's needed. But a balanced diet that includes certain nutrient-rich foods may help support normal liver function and overall liver health. That's exactly what today's video is about. We'll explore 6 everyday foods that deserve a place in your kitchen after 60, because they fit into healthy eating patterns that support one of the busiest organs in your entire body. And before we finish, I'll also share one daily habit that many people overlook. It doesn't cost anything, yet it may help you take even better care of your liver over the long run. So stay with me, because the very first food on today's list surprises a lot of people. Some people avoid it because they think it's too sweet. Others only eat it during the holidays. Many have no idea it has become one of the most talked about vegetables when conversations turn to liver-friendly eating. And that's where we'll begin. 1. Beets. Beets have a deep, rich color that's hard to miss. But there's much more to them than their appearance. For years, they've been included in balanced eating patterns because they provide fiber along with naturally occurring plant compounds that help make vegetables like beets unique. Now, let's clear up a common myth. Some people believe eating beets will flush toxins out of the liver overnight. That's simply not true. Your liver already knows how to remove waste from your body. Its job isn't waiting for one special vegetable to rescue it. Instead, think of beets as one nutritious food that helps support your overall diet. And when your overall diet improves, your liver benefits too. But what you choose, week after week, month after month, can make a meaningful difference. That's why consistency matters so much. Beets are also incredibly versatile. Roast them with a little olive oil and herbs, slice them into a fresh garden salad, blend cooked beets into a homemade soup, or enjoy them as a colorful side dish alongside dinner. Simple foods, prepared in simple ways, often become the habits that last. Now, let's move to the next food. Millions of Americans begin every single morning with it. Some can't imagine starting their day without it. Others have heard so many conflicting opinions, they no longer know what to believe. For years, people wondered whether it was helping the liver or hurting it. Today, the conversation looks very different. So, what is it? 2. Coffee. For years, Coffee was surrounded by mixed opinions. Some people believed it should be avoided. Others couldn't imagine starting their morning without it. Today, coffee is one of the most studied beverages in nutrition research. Interestingly, moderate coffee consumption has been associated in many observational studies with supporting liver health in many adults. That doesn't mean coffee is medicine, and it certainly doesn't mean more is always better. But it does mean that plain coffee can fit into a healthy lifestyle for many people. The key word is plain. When a simple cup of coffee turns into a large drink loaded with whipped cream, flavored syrups, and lots of added sugar, the story changes. Sometimes it's not the coffee. It's everything added to it. If you already enjoy coffee, keeping it simple may be one small way to support your overall health. Now, here's another question. Have you ever looked at your dinner plate and noticed how little flavor it has without one particular ingredient? It's been used in cooking for thousands of years. Most kitchens already have it. Many recipes don't feel complete without it. Yet few people realize it has also earned attention in conversations about liver-friendly eating. Let's reveal the next food. 3. Garlic. Garlic has been a kitchen staple for generations, not because it's expensive, but because a small amount can add incredible flavor to a meal. Beyond its taste, garlic contains naturally occurring sulfur compounds along with other plant compounds that have made it a frequent subject of nutrition research. Again, that doesn't mean garlic can cleanse your liver or reverse liver disease. No single food can do that. But using garlic regularly as part of a balanced diet is one practical way to replace heavier sauces, excess salt, or highly processed flavorings. Sometimes, supporting your liver isn't only about adding healthy foods, it's also about replacing less nutritious choices. That's where garlic quietly shines. Try roasting whole garlic cloves until they're soft and spreadable. Mix freshly chopped garlic into homemade vegetable soup. Add it to roasted cabbage. Stir it into tomato-based sauces or season grilled chicken and vegetables before cooking. Small ingredients often make the biggest difference, not because they're magical, but because they help you enjoy wholesome meals more often. Now, the next food is one almost every American has eaten since childhood. You probably have some sitting in your kitchen right now. It's crisp, naturally sweet, easy to carry, and many people enjoy it without giving a second thought. But what makes it interesting isn't just its flavor, it's how perfectly it fits into a liver-friendly eating pattern. So, what is this everyday food? 4. Apples. An old saying tells us, an apple a day? Most of us know the rest. But let's set old sayings aside for a moment. Apples deserve attention for a much simpler reason. They're one of the easiest ways to add more fiber to your day. Fiber supports healthy digestion and plays an important role in an overall healthy eating pattern. And when your eating habits become more balanced, your liver benefits from that healthier environment. Sometimes, supporting your liver isn't about finding an exotic superfood. It's about choosing real foods more often. Instead of reaching for cookies in the afternoon, keep a crisp apple nearby. Slice one up with a handful of unsalted nuts. Dice it into a fresh fruit salad. Or bake apple slices with cinnamon for a naturally sweet dessert. Simple swaps like these often become habits. Now, let's move to another food. Many people think of it as an old-fashioned vegetable. Some only eat it during family dinners. Others avoid it because they remember the smell from childhood. But this humble vegetable belongs to a special family of foods, one that's often discussed when people talk about supporting normal liver function through balanced eating. Let's reveal it. 5. Cabbage has been part of family meals for generations. It's affordable, easy to find, and surprisingly versatile. Whether it's green cabbage, red cabbage, or Napa cabbage, each one can become part of a nutritious meal. Cabbage belongs to the cruciferous vegetable family. These vegetables have been widely studied because they contain naturally occurring plant compounds that contribute to a healthy diet. Again, let's be realistic. Eating cabbage won't clean your liver. It won't erase years of unhealthy habits. And it certainly isn't a miracle cure. But including more vegetables like cabbage as part of your regular meals may help support the overall dietary pattern your liver depends on every day. Try adding shredded cabbage to homemade tacos. Roast thick cabbage wedges until the edges become lightly crisp. Prepare a fresh cabbage slaw with a light vinaigrette, or stir it into a hearty vegetable soup. Healthy meals don't need to be expensive. Sometimes, the foods that quietly support your health are the ones that have been sitting in grocery stores for decades. Now, we've reached the final food on today's list. And interestingly, it isn't something you eat with a fork. Many people enjoy it during a quiet afternoon. Others prefer it after dinner. Some have switched to it instead of sugary drinks, but very few realize this simple beverage has become one of the most frequently discussed drinks in conversations about supporting liver health. So, what is it? 6. Green tea. Green tea has been enjoyed for centuries. Today, it's one of the most popular beverages in the world, not because it's fashionable, but because it's simple, refreshing, and easy to include in your daily routine. Green tea contains naturally occurring plant compounds called catechins. These compounds have been widely studied for their potential role in supporting overall health, including liver health. But let's make something very clear. Drinking green tea won't repair your liver, and it won't undo years of unhealthy eating. Healthy liver function depends on your overall lifestyle, not one beverage. What green tea can do is become another smart choice in place of drinks loaded with added sugar. Sometimes, supporting your liver isn't about adding something extraordinary, it's about replacing something less helpful. Instead of reaching for a sugary soda in the afternoon, consider a warm cup of plain green tea. If you prefer it cold, brew it ahead of time and keep it in the refrigerator. Add a slice of lemon for extra flavor instead of sweet syrups. Simple substitutions like these often become lifelong habits, and your liver benefits from those habits far more than from short-term detox trends. One important note: if you're considering green tea supplements or concentrated extracts, talk with your healthcare provider first. The beverage itself is very different from highly concentrated products. For most people, a simple cup of brewed green tea is all we're talking about today. Real food, real drinks, real habits. That's been the message from the beginning. Now, before we finish, there's one daily habit I'd like to share. Honestly, it may help your liver more than many people realize. And the good news? It doesn't require buying anything. One daily habit. Your liver will thank you for think about your typical day. How often do you go several hours without drinking water? Maybe you're busy, running errands, working in the yard, watching the grandchildren, or simply forgetting. It happens to all of us. Your liver depends on proper hydration to carry out its normal functions. Water isn't a miracle cure, but it's something your body relies on every single day. Try keeping a reusable water bottle nearby. Take a few sips with each meal. Drink water before you actually feel thirsty. Small habits like these are easy to overlook, but over months and years, they become part of the healthy lifestyle your liver appreciates. Here's another habit that's just as important. Limit the foods and drinks that constantly make your liver work harder. Highly processed foods and sugary beverages. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to eliminate every treat, but giving your liver a little less work to do, day after day, may be one of the kindest things you can do for it after 60. Remember, your liver has been working for you every minute of every day. It asks for very little, just consistent care and thoughtful choices. Before we finish, I'd like to ask you one simple question. If your liver could speak, what do you think it would say? Would it ask for another expensive supplement? Probably not. It would likely ask for something much simpler, better daily choices, because that's what truly supports your liver over the long run. Not miracle detoxes, not trendy cleanses, not products that promise impossible results, just consistent habits, built one day at a time. Let's quickly remember today's 6 foods: beets, coffee, garlic, apples, cabbage, and green tea. None of these foods can cure liver disease. None can reverse years of unhealthy habits overnight. But every one of them can become part of a balanced eating pattern that supports normal liver function and overall liver health. Every healthy meal, every glass of water, every time you choose whole foods instead of highly processed ones, you're making one more decision that supports your liver's normal work. Small improvements, not because one meal changes everything, but because your liver responds to what you do most of the time. That's encouraging, because you don't have to become perfect tomorrow. Start with one simple change. Maybe enjoy an apple instead of a packaged dessert. Roast cabbage with tonight's dinner. Replace one sugary drink with green tea. Or simply keep your next cup of coffee lower in added sugar. Small improvements, repeated consistently, can become lifelong habits. And those lifelong habits are often far more valuable than searching for quick fixes. Here's something I'd like you to think about the next time you sit down to eat. Ask yourself, will this meal make my liver's job a little easier or a little harder? You don't need to count every calorie or follow complicated diets, but giving your liver nutritious foods more often is one practical way to care for one of the most remarkable organs in your body. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of today's 6 foods do you already enjoy regularly? And which one are you planning to add to your meals? Share your answer in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else who's trying to take better care of their liver after 60. And if you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to 60 Plus Food Guide, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we share practical food tips and healthy lifestyle habits designed especially for adults over 60. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you spending part of your day with me. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Take good care of your liver. Keep making one healthy choice at a time. And I'll see you in the next video.